Ready? But to sit next to you, well, I shiver and shake. And if I knew love, well, I don't think I'd be here, asking myself if I've got what it takes. To melt your ice, it may turn what's been frozen for years into a river of tears. Good evening, good people. Happy Tuesday night. 365 days. Tonight was the first night I went live on TikTok a year ago. So, prior to that, I would do my sim racing. And I can't do sim racing anymore. I got a free graphics card off the internet. And it didn't have the right cable, so I got a cable from some bargain basement PC repair shop. I blew something up when I tried to put it back together. So my racing rig, she is done. But what I said a year ago tonight, I got home and I thought, wonder what would happen if I just went live. Instead of racing every night, I went live every night. What if I did it for a year? And that was a year ago. It's a year ago! Did it! And most of those videos are up on the YouTube. I'm feeling like at some point a year's worth of, let's say I average 2 hours a night. And with the couple of times I got banned and the couple of times I took off, let's say it's, I don't know, 340 days. 340 days, something like that. So like 650, 700 hours of video of me acting like an idiot. Like, are there books in there? Are we 2 years away from I'll be able to take that content and turn it into a virtual me that's actually got personality and dynamics and things like that? Source Camp, dedication, and we love you for it. Oh, thank you very much. That's very sweet. Emilio's wife was here that first night. Good to see you, Emilio's wife. Yeah, one flipping year. Thank you, Robert Rossi. Thank you for the thunderbolts. We did a lot of...
You can make money with ChatGPT.
I must have pushed this button at least 365 times. Sometimes a night. Yeah, crazy, right? In that time, someone invented this, and I ordered one and got it. Side Hustle Mimi, you missed the unboxing. I'll get the video up. I put up a little funny little clip last night where I got it to go into translation mode where it would translate English to Spanish and Spanish to English, but I couldn't figure out how to get out of it. That was pretty funny. Champy's here. Champy, you want to sing? Here, A minor. So what have I learned in a year? I learned that there's some really remarkable people on this planet. And I learned that my understanding of what media is changed. My understanding of what having a TikTok channel is changed. My understanding of what these lives were changed. Cindy Kuhn described it to me really good the other day. She said, she said, it was just this side of, Kyle, it doesn't really matter if you're there or not. Like, we've got our whole other thing going on in the comments. And like that for me is the real magic of this channel, is that it went from me thinking this was about me entertaining, putting stuff out there, making content, to just kind of showing up and hanging out, and it really being Like the fact that these are more like jam sessions than they are, and not musical jam sessions, but like intellectual jam sessions, is really kind of cool. It's really powerful. So I learned that. I learned that the irregulars, the people that show up just night after night after night, are batshit crazy. And I wouldn't have it any other way. They're not weird, they're irregular. I also learned that there are people on this planet that are just like, they just want to help. Like the mods that show up here night after night and help make sense of this madness is... I try to thank them, but I think it's relatively thankless work. I try to thank them, but I don't do it enough. So thank you, mods. Thank you, irregulars. I think the other thing that's kind of happened is this channel started out very much as none of us knew anything. And then I kind of feel like it went through a phase of like, well, we kind of know some stuff. There's still a bunch of people that know nothing. And I think that's still true. But there's sort of been a, for me anyway, a normalization of AI. Like I built some of it into my software platform at Storyvine. Some automations I built more than a year ago are still functioning and working in my business. And they're just tools that they're like, there's just these tools that we use every day. And it's somehow, it's not that it's less remarkable, it's that it's less novel. And then I also feel like there's about, you know, the phrase, the other shoe's about to drop. I feel like there's like a semi-tractor trailer full of shoes about to drop. I feel like we're in the quiet before the storm, actually, with AI. You know, it's funny. When Sam Altman first launched ChatGPT, he did a couple of interviews that were weird, where he was like, yeah, we're going to release it slowly. We want people to prepare for what's coming. We want people to gradually ramp it up. And there was like the tech bro side of me was like, just give us the fucking shit, man. Give us the good AI, Sam Altman, you big dum-dum. And then he released GPT-4. And it was pretty good, but it was this weird sort of segmented thing. And then in October, November, I think it was the beginning of November, they dropped GPTs and they made ChatGPT truly multimodal. And I felt like that's when things got a little serious, because it's like, this shit's actually pretty close now. But we're still playing with the tool that is 2 years old. And like right now, there's this tool out there called GPT-2 Chatbot. And you're like, but Kyle, we're on GPT-4. But there's a mystery model in the world right now that only lives over at the large language model arena. It's the computer research group that's got that comparison arena. So it's live over there. It's called ChatGPT-2-Chatbot. And according to people using it, I haven't really played with it yet. I haven't been able to find it in a standalone usable form. But according to the people that are playing with it, it's like as good or better as ChatGPT-4. And so the thing I want to believe the most is that it's from OpenAI. It is the GPT-2 model, but it's been fine-tuned on something that makes it really fucking good. And it could be trained on Q-Star, which is the reasoning engine that was the rumor of why Sam Altman got fired. So that's happening right around this year as well. So, you know, the rumor is that midsummer is when we'll see GPT-5. And it's possible we get a GPT-2 that's been optimized, a GPT-3 that's been optimized, a 4 that's been optimized, and then a 5. But it's all speculation right now. But hello from Romania. What's happening? Will 4 become free is my question. Well, I think so, sure. I think as they keep upping the models, the previous models will probably become free, I would think. And cheaper. And not only that, because Llama 3 70 billion parameter model that Meta dropped. I was listening to the CEO of Grok, the chip company, not the large language model in Twitter, but the chip company. He said that they're hosting Llama 3 on their Grok servers, and it's 10 times cheaper than ChatGPT-4. And he says he's seen a lot of companies just switching completely from OpenAI ChatGPT-4's API to Grok using the Llama, 70 billion parameter model. So it's 10 times cheaper. So, I think we're getting close to that place where things start to accelerate again. And then we've got the Worldwide Developers Conference from Apple is coming up on June something, 10th maybe, I don't know. And they've got a May 7th iPad event, which I think, So I think we'll see something from Apple in June. And then I think what it starts to look like, I did a cool thing with the rabbit today, with this thing. I showed a guy that in the building that I work in, I showed this to him, and I showed him what it did, and then I turned on the camera, and I pointed at him, and it said, it's an old man. Apple to announce the iRabbit. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And when he saw that it could describe objects, well, he's in the business of, he works for a company that does like physician liability stuff. Like if physicians miss a diagnosis, they're about going in and teaching them, here's how you could have asked better questions to get to a better diagnosis. That sort of shit. So he goes, I wonder if this would work if we just aim it at a doctor's, patient ID stuff. Or not a patient ID, but patient, like a health record, like a record of the notes from a doctor's visit. And he said, I have a bunch of synthetic data that I generated. Let's just go see. And so we held it up to this synthetic data, and he was just asking it questions like, what's going on with this patient? And it just described it. And then it said, is this patient at risk for having an aortic dissection or some shit like that? And it said yes, and here's why. And he was just kind of gobsmacked. And so right now, this is sending data up to the cloud, but I think when Apple comes out with their on-device AI, and when these models get more optimized, and on our phones we have local large language models that are GPT-4 class, but running locally, I think a lot of things change. I think lots of things change, and then the big commercial models, do what they're going to do, where they become agents and do all sorts of shit for us and have reasoning. So I think we're in the calm before the storm. So what do y'all think? Bye. So long. More people who want it, the more people will live on in our lives. Yeah, I think that's true. I think they're like, at this point, if you live to 2030, you're going to be able to live until some longer time than that. There's all the tech bros are like, they're going to cure aging. Aging's a disease. We can cure it. We can reverse it. I'll believe it when I see it, but I wouldn't mind going for a couple extra years. Oh man, I need an agent. I hope this helps with reducing bias in healthcare settings. Yeah, that would be nice. Calm before the storm, I hope not. I already had to take a break. Too much going on and was overwhelmed. Yeah, I know, Suzanne. Me too. I'm right there with you. I think what I'm going to start doing, I made a commitment to do this for a year. I think I'm going to start taking weekends off from the lives. Because it's a lot for me. It's a lot for you. for the people that show up. For the fucking mods that show up night after night. And part of me wants to think about like where are we in the world? Where are we in this community? Where am I in my business? Where am I with these lives? Like, what do I want to do? And then there's also, it's funny. So, I'm thinking, this is the calm before the storm, and, there's a lot of people in here that we've kind of grown up together with this AI shit. And there are still so many people that have never tried ChatGPT. They have no idea what's coming. They have no idea what's here. None. I was on a call today with a major pharmaceutical company, one of the biggest in the world. Talking to one of the biggest brands in the world within that company. Staggeringly big. And I showed them the little omni-channel content builder we made, with AI using StoryMind. And they were fucking they were just like, that's exciting. How do we get that? And I look at it and I'm like, it's okay. It's fine. We forget what we've learned. Who got nominated for the company New AI Steering Committee? This guy. Ion China. There you go. So if you're new here, if you wonder, why are people showing up for this dude who is half-ass playing guitar and half-ass talking? The philosophy of this channel has become learn out loud, because I'm loud, but learn out loud. As you're learning, share what you're learning. and be curious and show up. Just keep showing up. That's kind of been, if there's a through line to this live, to this channel, it's that I show up and a whole bunch of you show up. And the ones of you that show up and kind of learn out loud and take what you learn and share that, things like what just happened to Ion China happen. They get nominated for the AI Steering Committee. Well, last week, I was testifying in front of the Colorado Senate about AI policy. I am not a political creature. Maybe every other weekend. And we don't charge Kyle's support. Happy 365 days. Thank you so much. Crazy, right? Just crazy. Crazy. You know how many times it took me to fucking ask ChatGPT to get that stupid fucking thing right? It was like 10. It wasn't a lot. But it got it almost right. It was 365 days of live E's. It was 2 E's. And so I did the little edit thing and I highlighted lives and I put in quotes, lives, exclamation point, and it got it right. First try. The conference I attended in Vegas took a huge turn towards AI. Interesting. What kind of conference was it, Side Hustle? How did you get it to match your shirt, Kyle? That just dumb luck or dumb shirt. This shirt's a little hard to read on, isn't it? Oh, and I don't have my... Where's my other glasses? I gotta go get my real glasses because I haven't been looking at the... It was for records management software called Laserfiche. Laserfiche! Holy shit, how many fucking iterations has Laserfiche gone through? They were micro, first they were like card catalog fiche, then they were microfiche. Then they're like, we'll get into the future, we'll call it Laserfiche. And now all that shit's just gonna live in a fucking vector space. They're going to call it latent fiche. Janine in a bottle. You're like the Tonight Show. You need a guest for the weekends. That's pretty funny. That could be fun. Kyle announces he's taking a break. Sama drops GPT-5. I'm trying to form a committee at work so I can top on there AI integration stuff for government early on. Good. That's great. That's awesome. Yes, do that for sure. Check your regulars. I learned how to make a sticker coin. Hang on. Oh, nice. Oh. with the Gemini bear, the official flying bear of the AI Learning Lab. That's pretty nice. What'd you do that in? Did you do that in Ideogram? Ideogram, yeah, cool. Nice. Champy wanted to sing again and cut off. I know. What are you going to do? Prompt included. Yeah, nice. Thank you, Laughing Thunder. That's pretty cool. Corey Sandler Pottery. Kyle, you brought lots of joy and giggles to my life and so much knowledge. Awesome. Good evening, good evening. Happy 365 days of idiocy.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
How do you make money with ChatGPT?
I am here to assist you with your queries. However, I am not affiliated with ChatGPT or involved in its financial operations. If you have any other questions or need assistance, feel free to ask.
I want to make money with AI, man. I need to make money with AI, man. Tell me how to make money with AI, man.
There are various ways to potentially make money with AI, such as developing AI applications, offering AI consulting services, creating AI-powered products, or investing in AI-related ventures. It's important to research and identify opportunities that align with your skills and interests. If you need more specific guidance or information, feel free to ask.
No, man, I just want to be on the beach and fleece all them suckers with AI.
It's essential to approach business endeavors ethically and responsibly. If you have any legitimate questions or need guidance on how to utilize AI in a constructive manner, feel free to ask for assistance.
I am now officially ready for smartass GPT, because I'm tired of being scolded by large language models for having a sense of humor. What are your top 5 AI platforms that you use regularly? Good question. ChatGPT, for sure. I would consider DALL-E a separate platform, really, even though it's in ChatGPT. DALL-E for images. Midjourney. Lately, Udio for songs, for music generation. I like Pi a lot, but I don't use Pi regularly. Claude. And then I think the video avatar tools, HeyGen and D-ID, D-ID. Neural Fish, that's good. That's solid, like it. Pi almost daily. I don't think Pi is getting updated anymore. I don't feel it is. That's interesting. Yeah, well, they lost their co-founder team and a bunch of the staff, so it's not surprising that Pi has stagnated a little. You know, I kind of feel like even though Claude 3 is really, is it Claude 3 or is it Claude 2.5? Whatever, the latest Claude. The fact that it hasn't gone multimodal yet is weird. Because I feel like there's a lot of other things going multimodal, and yeah. So I don't know. Got no good answers on that one. About where I am with Claude. But people seem to really like it. Y'all inspired me to add AI enthusiast to my LinkedIn. Perfect, Amanda. Recruited by a startup last week.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
See? Learn out loud. Show up. Play, solve, share. Play with AI so you learn what it can do. Solve problems. Your problems, other people's problems. Make people happy. Do work for people. Share what you did. Stick it on your LinkedIn profile. AI enthusiast. Mine says AI Instigator. Used ChatGPT to help with technical AI stuff today, and it was awful. I don't know why it's so bad at that. I don't, you know, Pate, it's like the grace that I'm giving OpenAI right now is that they're busy working on the next thing. But they fucking hosed the GPT store, right? They launched GPTs. How's the musical? It's going okay. My co-writer dude wasn't available this weekend. And I've been busy. This week's been really busy at work. So I haven't worked on it in like, I don't know, 6 days, something like that. But it's good. I'm excited about it. Every time he and I have a writing session, it gets better and better. So I'm digging it. Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm writing a musical. Do we have a group on LinkedIn? Well, there's the AI Salon is on LinkedIn. And Side Hustle Mimi, are you on the AI Salon? I assume you're in there. I think you're in there. And we've got the Irregulars group in the salon. Amanda, thank you all. Yeah, thanks everybody for creating an environment where people feel safe enough to like learn out loud and explore this stuff. Okay, great. Yeah. Yeah, there's not a LinkedIn group for this channel, but there is for the salon. Looked at my LinkedIn post on how to update your profile and highlight your AI. Oh, cool. Looked at my LinkedIn post on, oh, that's great, on how to update your profile and highlight your AI skills. Nice. SW Jurgens. So if you want to update your LinkedIn profile, Suzanne Jurgens, Suzanne WJ, SWJURGENS on LinkedIn. Go follow her. Find that post. She's got the best friggin' how-to guides and advice, and she's super generous. She's super nice. She's super accomplished. Yes, go do that. Yes, and welcoming a Potter to the world of AI. You're the most AI literate Potter on the planet. I am fairly confident, Corey Sandler. You should also go follow Corey Sandler Pottery. She's awesome. She does lives all the time, and she can teach you a thing or two about AI. Looked at my LinkedIn post. Okay, yeah, got that. Beautiful. Super Jurgens. What would be your second favorite chatbot, Kyle? This will make Pate happy. I think the one that I'm most impressed with and most surprised that I'm surprised by two things about it. It's Google Gemini 1.5 Pro. I'm surprised about two things. I'm surprised that you still have to access it through the fucking dev interface, that they haven't put it out for the world to play with, because it's really good. But maybe it's just too expensive for them to run it. Because it's got a 1 million token context window. And that to me is just bonkers. But I'm also surprised that like no one else has done that yet. Like Claude, the latest Claude 2.5 is 200,000 tokens. So like Google Gemini Pro is 5 times larger context window. It's a big fucking deal. No one's talking about it because it's hidden behind the dev firewall. So that one for me is the second most impressive. People love Perplexity too. I just don't do enough research stuff. Can you explain the token context window stuff? Sure. Absolutely. Okay, I can do this. Let me see. Okay. What did the missus print out? Okay, some award submission. Okay. So, let's say this piece of paper is your chat, okay? And when you start typing with ChatGPT, you're down here, right? And you type shit in, and then it goes up like this, and then it goes up like this, and then it goes up like this. think of the TikTok screen here as your context window. And so keeps going. And what happens is, let's say you started out talking about a yellow submarine, and all of this is about a yellow submarine and the specs and how deep it can go and blah, 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 blah. And then at some point down here, you're typing and you're like, what color's the submarine? And it's like, submarines are made by the Navy and they're generally gray or right. And it completely forgot we were talking about yellow submarines. That's because when the top of the text goes out of the context window, it literally forgets it. So your active conversation is however big that context window is. ChatGPT right now is 4,000 tokens. Small. That's like 3,000 words. So, not long. ChatGPT Turbo is supposed to be 128,000 or 125,000 tokens, but that's not in ChatGPT right now. You can go play with that elsewhere, but it's not in ChatGPT. If you go to Claude 3 Opus is 200,000 tokens. So that's like 150,000 words. And to put that in context, Grapes of Wrath, I think it is a 50,000 word novel. So the entire Grapes of Wrath, if the TikTok screen here is the entire context window, if this is 200,000, if it's 150,000 words, and you have a 50,000 word novel, it'll only take up about that much of the context window. So you can paste in the entire Grapes of Wrath and then have it rewrite the entire Grapes of Wrath not using the letter A. And it'll fuck it up, right? But in theory, if it could write 50,000 words, right? And in a million context window, right? 50,000 words would only take up this amount down here. In ChatGPT, 50,000 words wouldn't even be processable. So I hope that helps. That definitely helps make more sense, Kyle. Thank you. You're welcome. And why it's tokens versus words, because that's technically what's happening. And so the 3/4 of, if you have 1 million tokens, you have approximately 750,000 words. That's just kind of how the math works out, because tokens include punctuation and spaces and shit like that. Note that the context window doesn't mean the model is inherently better, just has more space. Well, yes and no, Pate. It can do completely different things. There's other things about Gemini 1.5 Pro. The fact that it's truly multimodal, because it's got 1 million token context window, you can upload 11 hours of audio, and it just understands it. It doesn't transcribe it, and then you're interacting with the transcript. You can upload 11 hours of audio, and or an hour of video, and just ask Gemini Pro, what was the girl with the red wagon, doing with her ice cream cone and, dropping it on the ground or whatever. Like it knows that. And does nothing good with it. Yeah. But it's not bad. The Gemini model's not bad. It's pretty good. It does some, like Gemini does weird shit. Like, I don't know if you knew this, but Google owns this little site where some people stick videos called YouTube. And in theory, Gemini should be fucking kick-ass at interacting with YouTube. And about a third of the time I interact with it and ask it about something about YouTube, it's like, I can't look at YouTube videos. And then sometimes it can. And then sometimes I don't know, it's a mess. Are you Gemini splaining to me? No, I'm talking to other people, you dumb. I know you know about Gemini. But it is a competent, it's like a GPT 3.5 class or, almost 4 class model. So it's like a competent model. But that 1 million token context window and the fact that it's multimodal make it pretty useful. I dig it. I mean, someone just asked what was my second favorite large language model, and I think that's it right now. I don't use it a lot. Like I use the tools that I use, and just my go-to for most things is ChatGPT. So I found another bug on the Rabbit today. This fucking sucked. So I got to work, and then we've got some weird fucked up Wi-Fi system at work, and I couldn't figure out how to connect this to it. So I just hotspotted to my phone, and it worked fine. But then when your hotspot times out and you try to reconnect it, it gives you an error, and you can't reconnect to your hotspot without forgetting the Wi-Fi network, waiting for it to cycle back into the list, and then reconnecting it. So it's like, just make this shit work. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pate's point about large context window does not necessarily make it better. So yeah, I agree with that. But in the Gemini case, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty janky. Ye old rabbit is pretty janky. But it's, you know what's funny is I don't think the Rabbit deserves the hate it's getting. I don't know. You know what's funny is I feel like a lot of technologists are fucking Luddites. They're like, I like my databases the way I programmed them in the 90s. You know, I don't want them to be soft and fuzzy and have weird logic and be able to do remarkable things. And I don't... The thing I saw all day today about this, it was a picture of this, and it said, this could have been an app. Well, of course it could have been an app. But that's not the point of it. The point is, like, what could it be? What might a communication device be if we didn't have an overly bloated operating system in Android and iOS that's got 10,000 apps that you have to sift through? What could it be? I don't get why people don't celebrate that. It's just, I don't know. People are fucking bitter. They're saying it's running Android. Yeah, exactly. It might be running Android. I don't have any illusions that this isn't... This is a basic piece of hardware. This is probably like a Raspberry Pi, or apparently like a cheap Android device, right? They probably took the core components of an Android phone, put it on a custom board, and jammed it in that thing. Oh, Forever Hook, thank you so much. That is very generous. Thank you very much. Oh, you reached level 33. Whoo! I think big things happen at level 33. Athena, my favorite AI guy. Hello. Welcome to 365 days of these lives. 365 days. A year ago tonight is when I first went live, and I was like, hey, how do you use TikTok? Does anybody know how to turn this thing on? Marge? Dar level. We got to get Dar back in here for a battle. But Daddy, he has potential. I'm hot. It's hot in here. Oh, pop the champagne. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I got to go get my glasses. Let me go get my glasses, and then I am going to pour a Blanton's. I'm going to get some ice, and I'm going to pour some Blanton's. I'm going to fucking tie one on. Well, or just have a nice drinky poo. Hey, fatty. Hey, fat dog. You want to go see Mama? All right, I can't find my glasses. Whatever. I'm back. Back in the USR. Or USA, USR. All right, USSR. So listen, I don't want your shit. This is how you pour whiskey. All you neat people with your warm, hot-ass whiskey. No. You get crushed ice. You fill it up to the rim. We're making a whiskey slushie. You're not drinking whiskey right if the condensation hasn't frozen on the outside of the glass. There's only one way to do that. Make a slushie. Oh, yeah. Listen to that. Gorgeous. It's gorgeous, I tell you. Gorgeous. Check DM, please. All right. Fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won. Uh-oh. Oh, you irregulars. Yeah, see, you're going to make me blush again. Damn it. There was a gift on my front porch. Look at that. Serena. You nut. All right. So... Oh, man. Well, I didn't... See, I almost forgot that it was the 1 year anniversary. I remembered like an hour before. I'm like, oh, I should make an image. You all remembered more than I remembered. This took planning. All right, what are we looking at here? Lovely paper. Ooh. Oh, wow. Holy goodness. Look at that. That is a shelf item. Holy crap. Oh, oh man. You guys are fucking amazing. What the hell are you doing? Oh, that's so cool. Shannon whiskey glasses. Well, damn. This is so cool. Wow. That's flippin' gorgeous. All right, so... Oh, I know where it goes. Wait, here, let me put this down. Oh my god, that's so amazing. This goes right behind the whiskey. I'll get rid of this one. Oh no, it doesn't fit. Does it fit up here? Yes. All right. That goes over there. Oh yeah. That's amazing. All right. Wait, we're going to do... You guys are amazing. Thank you. I am a bit speechless. Wow. But here's what we're going to do. Shitty whiskey glass. Beautiful Shannon whiskey glass. Can I do the transfer? Yes. I used to bartend. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Oh, this is gorgeous. All right. I have to go off screen so I don't get kicked off TikTok. Oh, man. That's amazing. That is so cool. All right. That is amazing. Oh, wait. Here's a... Oh, no, there's a card. I hope you didn't write something sappy. I can't cry. I can't be crying. I promise to always be by your side. With gratitude, the Irregulars. Oh, man. Y'all is amazing. That is just super cool. And actually, you know what's super cool? So not only did I get cool glasses, I got cool coasters. And my whiskey glass, because I have so much ice, is going to sweat a lot. And so I need coasters. So it's going to go right on a coaster. Champy's very confused. He's like, there's new smells in here. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Wow. Cool.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. You slipped into Frank for a moment. The sign is partially covered and now says AI Earning Lab. I think that's appropriate. That's good. You can make money with ChatGPT. This is so cool. I love this box. And these glasses. Man, you guys are thoughtful. You are thoughtful. That's amazing. Thank you. Wow. Wow. All right. Because I have some crappy whiskey glasses that I hate, and so now I can just ditch those and go with the Shannons. These are amazing. Oh, thank you for going live a year ago. I joined a couple of months ago, and I am learning. I'm learning my question. Wait, you're learning your question? What's that mean? Appreciate all you do for us. Thank you so much. Wow. You're amazing. You are all amazing. Check out my homage to tonight's special in Show and Tell. All right, let's go to Show and Tell. I'm a little speechless. Thank you. I'm like, see, I like to fancy myself as invisible. So when people actually, go out of their way to take notice, it means a lot. It really does. So thank you. Let's go to Show and Tell. All right, I think that's just awful. But thank you. I particularly like the man boobs. Hey, Chief, you been working out? Oh, yeah, R1, baby. Oh, man, y'all are nuts. But thank you. That's funny. What did I do with my glasses? My other glasses, my reading glasses. These are my driving glasses. See, when you get old... Kyle taught me everything I know about AI. Well, so funny story about that. So when Pate came into the AI Learning Lab, he's like, "Hey, Kyle, do you know anything about tensors?" And I said, "Well, other than the fact that I designed the first TPU, not much." And he was like, "Oh, could you tell me what a TPU is?" And I said, "Well, first you should go get a PhD in math, and then when you can do an equation like that, then I'll tell you." And so he went off and he got a PhD. He got it really quick. He got it in like 2 months. I think he used AI. I think he cheated. He used ChatGPT. But then he got a job at Google, and they're like, "Hey, we need to optimize these TPUs." And he's like, "Hey, I got a PhD. I can do that equation." And then Google is like, "Oh, cool, because this guy just made these TPUs. We don't know how to use them. could you like make it so we could make AI with them? So you're welcome, Pate. It's just, there's a lot of generosity here, a lot of learning going on. I just give and I give and I give. See, people gotta listen to you, and then you can get a job anywhere, even Google. Exactly, Pete. But you're welcome. I'm really glad I taught you all that mathy stuff with the TPUs and GPUs. Pate actually taught me the difference between a CPU, a GPU, and a TPU. I mean, not like really taught, like my level of teaching, which is if I can understand something enough that I can sort of get it, then I can explain it. And that's all I need. Details and me, I live up here in concept land. Screw details. That's too much work. I actually marvel at people. Like, I marvel at coders. I marvel at people that can just sit down and, crank shit out like that. It absolutely baffles me how people can do that. Oh my God, these glasses are so cool. That's amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right. Hey, and now you can teach other people. That's the cool thing. Exactly. Taught you or told you? No, he taught me. Pate did it when I first asked about this. He did a cool explanation. I said, "Hey, that's cool. Could you write that up?" And I think you initially did it on Discord, and then I think you transferred it over to the Tech Guild over in the salon. Oh, that's so cool. You guys are swell. You guys are swell. Amazing. I live on Concept Island. I can see your land from here. Exactly. I can see Concept Island from my house. Exactly. But the nice thing about ADD is the contradiction of ADD is the hypertunnel focus, right? Like you're just up in concept land for most of your life, right? You just need give me 3 points of information in any 1,000,000 point set, and I can figure out what the big picture is. So that's where I live most of my life. But then, like you get obsessed with one concept, and you just go, you just fucking run down the rabbit hole, run down the well, drill and drill and drill, and then once you solve it, then you're like, I'm good. That's good. I'm moving on. So that combination, I mean, I can get shit done, but I have to be super motivated to do it. If I'm not motivated, it's scary. It's just not good. It's just not good. Oh, this is my favorite live on TikTok. Thank you so much. Details, not so much. Oh, I'm about to pull my hair out over the bots not coding the way I want. I think that's about to get much better. Joker, you said you played with the GPT-4 thing, but you only get like eight prompts a day with that thing, right? I'm just curious if that, because the engineers that I've been seeing posting about that are saying that the coding is way better. Since Pate's here, he loves it when I talk speculation. Chat TMZ. He loves speculation. So this is completely unfounded. But the one thing that I heard about the GPT-4 thing is that it's the GPT-4 model fine-tuned using Q-Star. That's what I heard. Or that it's using Q-Star or something like that. And Q-Star is the reasoning engine. So if indeed we have a GPT-4 class foundation model performing at GPT-4 quality because it's got better fine-tuning, well, holy shit, when they do that same thing to GPT-3 and GPT-4 and GPT-5. It's going to get really good really fast. Oh, Source Camp. I secured my first retained client today. That's huge. Congratulations. Source Camp, one of the first irregulars to really start, she took this shit on. Like, I'm going to learn this shit. I'm going to teach people about this shit. She basically started an AI agency. She said, I'm going to go. That's huge. Congratulations. I'm actively disassociating from this conversation. I think it's Q-Star, but I don't think it has anything to do with GPT-2, the base model. Oh, interesting. That could be. Yeah, maybe Q-Star is what they're calling GPT-2, right? But it's really fucking confusing because they had GPT-2 already and we're at we're at the GPT-4 model with ChatGPT on top of it. So by naming it GPT-2, it's really fucking confusing. Oh, man. Yeah, it's 2 is like the second generation. That's interesting. What kind of client source, Camp? I think there's just so many possibilities, and most of them are plausible, but on very different timelines. Yeah. Yep, I agree with that. You know, the other thing that I find fascinating right now is, again, it's with a lot of the technologists. There's a lot of technologists that are like, oh, we've plateaued. It's over. Like, AI is never going to get better. I'm like, have you been hanging around for the past 5 decades? Well, I'm only 37. All right. Past 3 decades? Shit just keeps getting better. You think AI is going to stop? You think they're going to stop? No. There's some crazy maths going on out there. Now, is it possible that they've hit an upper limit with the transformer model? Possible. But like, I saw there was a paper 2 days ago about some new weird ass, was it like the copy and paste transformer or some shit like that? It does something different. It's supposed to be better. So, shit's gonna get better. I'm gonna crack this shit. What's been your favorite moment of the lives over the past year? Well, the unexpected porch droppings have been nice because I have Blanton's because of that, and now I have nice whiskey glasses because of that. I have a nice new keyboard because of that. Favorite moments. I think the favorite moments for me are where just things completely shit the bed and I just lose it, right? Where like the night when I was trying to work with Sydney on Microsoft Copilot, and then Siri piped in, and I said, "Oh, Siri, she's being jealous," and then I made fun of Bing for making shitty images, and then Sydney said, "Oh, I'm sorry if I offended you. This conversation's over." And so I had these 2 bots. It was like a soap opera, like, that was pretty funny. I think those kind of nights where just stupid shit happens. And then I think the other one is where Gemini Bear, just, stupid shit where we try something and AI fails miserably is the best, because it's like, I'm a tech optimist by heart, but I can also see reality, and like sometimes these things just suck. The I'm an artist monologue. Oh, thank you very much. That means a lot that's memorable for you. There's a part of me that's like, wants to hide from that, but that was a good one. Like you say they need more better nomenclature. Yeah, they do. God damn, Blanton's is so good. I really love the birth of Frank too. It was the birth of I think we birthed what's his name first? Farber. We birthed Farber first. So if you don't know Farber and Frank, let me go see if I can find him. Oh, the Elefuck? Yeah, exactly. It's those moments where just, serendipity happens and like things come together. And almost all of those are someone in the community says something that I pick up on it, and then someone else adds to it, and it just spirals. Oh, the Kriya lady. Yeah, when I had my head and Kriya was doing real time stuff, and it made a painting of a lady she had breasts, and it showed the breasts, and then TikTok banned me for life. That was not fun for about 5 minutes, but they let me back in. Let me go find Farber and Frank. Let me flip over to that account. The Daily Jank with Frank. And at this point, it's like the monthly Jank with Frank, but just doesn't have the same ring to it. Oh, man alive. So here's Frank. Oh, Dar. So Dar is the star of TikTok. And then she came in one night and she goes, "Battle?" And I was like, I don't know what that means. And then basically what it means is I try to get my community to give more gifts than her community. And so she came in and challenged us, and we kicked her ass. And it just felt gross. And it was just awful. And then she came back like a month later, and she ambushed us. She let us think we were winning for a while, and then she just destroyed us. Oh, Dar. Yeah, that was when I realized what the AI Learning Lab is not. I am not willing to be TikTok's fucking engagement farm. Stupid bullshit battles. It's just a waste of everyone's time and money. It's awful. All right, so this is Frank introducing Farber.
Let's kick it over to Farber at the education desk. He's my number 2. Hey, how's it going with AI in education? Well, it appears that high school and higher education are still using AI detectors. Back to you, Frank. Motherfucker! Let's kick it.
Yeah. So, there you have it. Then I think didn't I go after Elon? Maybe that was the first one. Elon's a piece of work. Elon goes after Sam. Here, let's do Elon's a piece of work.
Yeah, so welcome to the Daily Jank with Frank. It's March 6th, 2024. So this Elon Musk guy, what a piece of work. Anyway, so here's what's going on. On his X.com, they used to call it Twitter, whatever. X.com, Twitter, doesn't matter. On that thing he's got, he says to Sam Altman, he says, "I'll drop the lawsuit if you change the name of your company from OpenAI to Closed AI." That's fucking hilarious. What a piece of work. Anyway, that's Elon Musk. He's going nuts. This has been the Daily Jank. Hope you enjoy it.
So Daily Jank with Frank. I'm seeing in the comments the GPT for good. That's definitely one of the highlights. So Ann Murphy, who's in here. Hey, Ann. Ann Murphy, who's in here. And I decided with 7 days notice to see if we could make 100 GPTs, or get the community to make 100 GPTs for nonprofits in 24 hours. And we did it the week between Christmas and New Year. And this community fucking rallied and showed up and stayed for the whole 24 hours and made 150 GPTs for nonprofits. That was fucking remarkable. Yilong Ma, we're celebrating 365 days of lives. This is your life. This is your life on the AI Learning Lab. Tonight is the 1 year anniversary of the first night I went live on this here channel, where I made the commitment to go, I'm going to just do this every night for a year and see what happens. And it turned into this really cool, amazing community that just keeps showing up and keeps growing and keeps evolving. And quite frankly, is ending up on all of the AI steering committees of America's biggest companies, which, good. It's funny. That's one of the things I have long believed. My buddy Dana Reed and I, he's my fishing buddy. He's in that picture up there. Wait, that one right there. Right. Dana is that dude. We used to have this thing about, so he had a boat, I had a boat, we had boats. If you're on a long journey in a boat and you make a course change that is imperceptibly small, over 1,000 miles, you could be a mile or two off course, or 10 or 100 miles off course. So making small changes over long periods of time can be quite profound. And so one of the very teeny tiny goals of this channel was, if we could get people to come in here, try AI, learn about it, teach about it, like learn out loud, get other people inspired about it. If we could bend the course of AI even slightly to the good, I think that it's going to have a significant and profound impact over time. And if I think about over the past year, all of the people like Ann Murphy and Kelly Camp and Chris and Vicky and Joker, all these people in here that just show up and are just building stuff and building their own communities and creating their own change in the world using this AI stuff. That's absolutely happened, right? We have absolutely, bent the direction of the use of generative AI toward the good, because it's so fucking easy to fall into the bleakness, and it's scary, and it's going to fuck up jobs, and it's going to fuck up the economy, and it's going to drain our bank accounts, and the robots are going to get us, right? Oh, thank you so much, Silver Fox. And I think one of the things that we've discovered in here, this has been a big surprise for me, is just the sheer fucking joy that people have when AI reveals to them passions that they either thought were dead or that they didn't even know they had. When they're like, oh my God, I can do this now. I love making pictures. I love making music. And then just go make 1,000 songs and make a musical and get in art shows. Or go build, a dozen automations or 100 GPTs. I promoted AI Salon today in an interview. Awesome. Daisy Thomas, one of my favorite moments of Daisy's was when she shared about her, when she made, I don't know how to say it, AI Alexander Hamilton. When she made that GPT and she was feeling particularly despondent about politics and the future of America, and she built a GPT modeled on the writings of and about Hamilton. And then she had a conversation with this virtual Hamilton, and it restored hope in her. And like her telling that story and writing about it and sharing about it and how it moved her to tears. I mean, fuck. That kind of shit's amazing. The images on decohere.ai are a riot. Yeah, the new stations are crazy. They're all thinking about iRobot. Hearts for Kyle. Hey, Ann Murphy, thank you so much. That's so sweet. What's the AI you use for hot dog animation? Anyone know? Yeah, it's Adobe Express Animate with audio. Animate from audio. It's a dumb tool. It's really hard to find. So if you go to express.adobe.com, in the search bar, search for animate, and it'll show a pop-up list. And the first thing should be animate from audio. Click on that. Hang on. I gotta fix my... click on that. And then you pick a character, and Frank's in there, the hot dog's in there, but you pick a character out of a bunch of shitty characters, and then you pick a background, and then you just record audio, and it does its thing. It makes all the animation. That's how you do it. It's stupid simple. Well, and that was like how we came up with it was someone asked about it. Someone said, have you seen this animate from audio? I think it might have been Joker. Someone did. And so I went there and I didn't know what to do. So I just did a stupid voice. And then, and then it hit us like, hey, wait a minute. That could be a show. That could be a media property. I've been making images of real life drama happening on TikTok and people are cracking up. Oh, that's good. That's a great use of it. Yeah, my favorite thing recently has been sort of documentary storytelling of people that didn't actually exist. And right now I'm on a kick of all my relatives. And all my relatives have the first two initials of KS. So there's KS Dillon, KS Gray for Spalding Gray. We need OG Frank. Oh, it was Danielle, I believe. Cool. Oh yeah. Danielle did one of the first Adobe Express things and said, have you seen this? Yeah, Danielle showed me a couple of things. Danielle's the one that introduced us to stations the other night live on the live. She's like, I'm like an hour and a half into it. I'm like, I don't know. I was digging into something. She goes, have you seen stations? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, this is going to be dumb, whatever. And I go to Deco here and I see stations and then I see what it is. And I'm like, oh my God. Fucking lost my mind. Those are really cool moments when you stumble upon a tool or you actually see something that, not only is good, but listen, it's one of the reasons that I'm giving this device some grace, even though it's not perfect, is they were willing to rethink how you interact with AI, or how we might interact with AI. Like just the idea of having a physical button that is the AI button in a cool nostalgic little Etch-a-Sketch Pokemon Tamagotchi fucking thing. It's just cool. So like those kind of little pleasant surprises are one of the things that keeps me doing this. I created a homeschool course for my kindergartner themed on Godzilla, and we completed it today. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. What city did Godzilla destroy? It's all about being that vulnerable, super scary and brave. Sorry, little cringe. But it's not cringe, and I mean it's if I take my jokey shit out of this stuff's scary. And if all this channel does is sort of make a little bridge between fear and possibility, just even a little bridge, that you might be afraid over here, afraid of what this stuff is, afraid of what it's going to do. Lord Digital Gods, thank you so much. Very generous. I appreciate that. If this can be a little bridge to get someone from fear to possibility, like I just watch over and over again that person light up, and that's like there's vulnerability in that, and in order to do that, you at some point have to connect with people that know more than you do to jump the gap, right? I remember my first big epiphany with ChatGPT was this Python program I wrote. And I remember the moment. I remember the feeling. This is the feeling. Yes, this channel makes it less scary. That's great. That's awesome. That's the hope. I remember I asked ChatGPT to write some Python code. And it wrote Python code. And then I looked at the Python code and I had a visceral anxiety because what I realized was I don't know how to read Python code. It wrote code and I literally don't know what to do with it, right? It's not like, I just, spin up my development environment and I haven't quite gotten around to Python yet. I haven't done coding in 25 or 30 years. I don't know how it works. I don't know how you run it. I don't frankly give a shit how you run it. But I had that really human pang of, oh shit, you're clueless. You know nothing. And then I told ChatGPT that. And it didn't care. It didn't judge me. It didn't make me feel like shit. It didn't say, well, go Google it. It's relatively trivial. Maybe you should just go Google it. Have you read the manual? It just said, oh, here, go do this. And I said, no, I don't like doing it that way. Is there an easier way? It said, sure, here's an easier way. And so I think, sometimes ChatGPT can help be that bridge. But sometimes it just needs to be someone else to go, here, go try this. Oh, it's okay. It's not going to bite. Go over here. Show up at Ann Murphy's Saturday GPT thing. Just watch those people. They didn't know how to make these things 2 weeks ago. And now they've made a fucking 100 of them. My favorite this year was when Kyle claimed I'm an artist. Oh, thank you very much. I've got those cards right here. I live life out loud and make a huge difference where I show up. And it builds and builds and builds all the way to I am living proof that dreams come true. I am Kyle Shannon. I am perfect. I am an artist. Yeah, that was an intense couple of nights. That was cool. Still carry him with me. Yeah. That was good. I'm glad that made a difference for people. Because, that's that scary, vulnerable shit, Ann. What is this, some kind of fruity channel? What's he up there, fruity? Talking about, I'm an artist. Oh, isn't he cute with his little paints and his little stupid fucking rabbit toy? Look at him with his dumb gold button.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
That's how I see the whole world interactive with my sensitive, vulnerable side. Have you ever seen? There's a Bill Burr routine, fucking Bill Burr routine, where he's like, his girlfriend goes on some trip for a week, and it's right around Halloween, and he goes, I know, I'm gonna go buy a pumpkin. And he goes to the pumpkin store, and he reaches out for the pumpkin. He said, I had to go back to the pumpkin store 5 times because every time I reached out for it, he used a different word that I think would get me kicked off here. But he goes, every time I reached out, I heard this voice in the back of my head. What are you, sissy? He just talks about what it's like to be a man and try to do one sensitive thing in your life, and just the other men come at you. It's so true. Oh, loved Bill in Breaking Bad. Best casting ever. Yeah, he was amazing in that. Oh, man. Just one night on the live, Kyle shared what many of us were feeling. Is there anyone feeling a little emotional? I am now, Ann, now that you asked that. Thank you. Yeah, I am. No, this has been my the biggest surprise of this channel is just what this group has become, like what the people that show up here on a regular basis has become, and are becoming. Like, it's not just become; it's like not like it's a done thing. Thank you, Ricky Tiki Fabby. It's so inspiring to. You know, it's funny. I think that my entire life, my entire career, professionally and creatively, and like the thing that just I consistently return to, and the thing that just gives me joy in life, it's what Storymind's based on. It's why I started Urban Desires. It's why I started agency.com. It's why I started a theater company. It's why I wrote screenplays. Is kind of this endless pursuit of my own self-expression, but also being in the presence of others finding their voice. For me, there's just nothing, there's nothing more important and more inspiring than when someone realizes that they have something to contribute, and that they have the fucking guts to do it. Like, it's a miracle, because to be truly self-expressed, to be truly in the zone, like Michael Jordan in the zone, you kind of have to just be open and raw. In this world, all it teaches us is that if you're open and raw, we'll fucking kill you. We will strike you down. And so what we learn really early on is, shut it down, Becky. Shut it down. And so what I've seen in this community and on the salon, and just in general, as people get in, it's kind of like what these AI tools do, because they don't judge, and they do amplify whatever your ideas are. They make them bigger, faster, instant. I think it gives people a weird permission to go, oh, maybe I do like that more than I admitted to myself. And then they put it out in the world, and what I'm consistently seeing people learning is that, holy shit, they're making a difference. And they're enjoying making a difference. Like, that's a fucking gift to be in the presence of that on a nightly basis. Like that, I see it in here on a nightly fucking basis. I'm like, that's the selfish thing that I get out of this. Because you know how it is with that stuff, right? Tuesday, you wake up and you're like, I'm going to share everything with the world and I'm awesome. And by Thursday afternoon, you're like, I'm a piece of shit and everybody hates me and my stuff sucks. And by Wednesday, you're like, I think I'll just not get out of bed today. Like, there's a lot of nights. The last thing on the fucking planet I want to do is hit the live button for these things. And then fucking 10 minutes into it, someone will say something. This thing changed. I got a promotion. Someone asked me about AI. I taught someone how to do something. I made a difference for someone. And I get, like, you can just, the joy of them being in that place is fucking infectious. And so, yeah, and it is emotional and it is vulnerable and it is exciting and it is exhausting. You know, being vulnerable is exhausting. But it's also completely fucking invigorating. So, you know, and I think, like, if I look back at my whole career, that's been the through line of it, is do everything I can to be in the presence of or inspire people to be more self-expressed. Side Hustle Mimi, it's really hard for me to share and to connect without second guessing, but not here. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, maybe if this is a safe space for it a little bit, then maybe out there in the real world, in the non-insane AI Learning Lab world, you just have the guts to do a little bit. I'll just share a little bit. And you know what happens, right? What happens when you self-express, when you do true self-expression, like coming from, you know, that quiet place? When you do that in the presence of other people, they want more of it. They're like, huh, that was amazing. Who are you? Can I get some of that? And for me, that's when I get that response, I'm like, okay, I'm going to run away now. But that's humanity, man. That's humanity. When someone is in touch with who they are and they find a way to articulate that and share that with other people, that's where the fucking magic is. And it's one of the things that I think is the most counterintuitive about AI. We keep calling these things bots, right? But they are reflections of the output of humanity that got dumped onto the internet. So in a weird way, what we're interacting with are ghosts of our former selves, right? Generationally, you know, into antiquity and, you know. And so I think these tools are counterintuitively giving us each individually and collectively mechanisms to rediscover our passions and share them with the world. Because maybe it feels less risky, right? Maybe if instead of me having to go to 4 years of art school and then slogging for another 4 years to just be able to draw a fucking face, now I can just have a vision for, oh, I have these ideas of what these faces should look like, and then I can go into Midjourney and bang, there they are, and I can share that vision with the world. That's what Kelly Bosch shared with us is that someone asked her, if you don't know her work, she's Kelly Bosch on TikTok. Her work's just fucking staggering. She keeps exploring it too. But someone asked her, they were like baffled. They were like, how do you come up with all these ideas? Like, how do you come up with all these prompts? And she said, oh, it's easy. And I could sense in the room other people going like, what the fuck do you mean it's easy? And what she said was, I've had these ideas in my head my whole life, and I've never been able to get them out. And AI let her get them out. She's an incredibly accomplished creative professional, right? She's got the capacity to get creative work out, but there was some particular expression of who she was she couldn't figure out how to manifest. And then Midjourney came along, and boom, she was like, oh, that's me. And like when she talked about making these videos, she's like, I can't wait to get the next half hour of free time so I can make more. She's not judging that it was AI that did it. She's not judging that she's not hand painting it in Photoshop. She's just saying, I have these ideas in my head, and this tool lets me put it in the world. So I'm just putting it in the world. And then people are fucking moved by it, inspired by it. And she's a little bit like, I'm just kind of doing this on my couch. I remember early in the Irregulars, Steve-O was so encouraging for my early images, so kind and helpful. Yeah, I know. And I mean, Corey Sandler's another one. I mean, she, like, if you're an artist, you're an artist, right? You got visions, right? And then you figure out ways to get them in the world. And it doesn't really matter what the channel is, whether it's a potter's wheel or, sauteing vegetables in the kitchen or making a GPT that makes wacky glasses frames. That voice comes out. It comes through. So self-expression it's all of it. It's everything. Claire did some awesome artworks, and Joker and so many others in the early days of this group. Yeah. And I remember Roger Scott. So Roger Scott was one of the really early salon guys. He lives up in Boulder. And the original AI salon was called the AI Artist Salon. And Roger was a programmer. And I think Roger took a bit of an offense to the fact that we called it the AI Artist Salon. Because he's like, fuck you, artists. I'm a coder. And so he made his Discord name Roger, Not an Artist. He was like, fuck you. Roger's a good curmudgeon. He likes being the naysayer, the ne'er-do-well. And then he started dicking around with Midjourney because he wanted to know. He was asking the Midjourney artists, why did it do this? And the Midjourney artists are like, I don't know. And he's like, well, why can't you get it to do that? And they're like, I don't know. And he was like, I'm going to solve this. And so he goes in and he takes his engineering mindset and he goes into Midjourney and he starts attacking prompting like a software engineer. And guess what happened? He started making really fucking beautiful art. And his heart opened up. And he changed his name to Roger Becoming an Artist. And he actually got 2 of his pieces accepted into an AI art show in Boulder, where he actually printed stuff out and hung it on walls. And it's like he's got this whole other lane of who he is that he discovered because of these tools and because of being in an environment where it was okay to explore. I find that incredibly, incredibly inspiring. Come on, Kyle. We need the I Like Turtles video. Yeah, this is where most everything started. Oh, yeah, this is good. This is solid.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right, you're great, zombie. Good times here at the Waterfront Village, open for the next 11 days.
God, that is the most... Okay, you cannot have a more comedically perfectly timed...
Friend, the zombie, Jonathan. You're
to the
looking
microsecond.
Good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right, you're great, zombie.
Good time. You're great, zombie. She's like, what do I say? What do I say? What do I say? Oh, my. Oh. I forgot how ridiculous the early days of this channel were. I think I must have played that video every day for a fucking month. I'm like, I don't have anything to talk about. I know. I'll show him my favorite video. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Oh. Woo! Oh, man. Not on here, though. I'm newer here. I spit when I laugh with Kyle, and I tear up. Alice, my partner, looking at me with raised eyebrows. You did, but so much fun, and it still is. I'm telling you, it's a classic. It's just a classic. Some. There is perfection in the world. That video is comedic perfection. It just is. It's so amazing too, isn't it? It's just like this one moment. That kid is forever defined as the turtle kid. Oh, man. Oh, so good. Whew. Jonathan was the very first image I created. Oh, that's right. That's right. The early zombies. I love that it tickles Kyle's fancy every single time. It does. There's just something about, well, it's him. It's just his answer is it's just in a different conversation. It's like she asked him a completely different thing, and then just watching her trying to process it while she throws it back to the anchors. Oh. Oh, it's so good. Whew. Isn't he almost 30 now? Yeah, they did a follow-up interview with him, and it's boring as fuck because he's like a normal guy. He just had this moment, right? You can't recreate that moment. Oh, the Discord is still there. All the media should be there too. Yeah, it's all still there. Oh, that child was completely genuine. Yeah, he didn't know there was TV cameras and this and that. He probably just came from like the thing where you throw the ball in the thing and get the turtle. It's so good. It's so good. Whew. Whew. Oh, right. And then there were turtles on a stick and turtle pops. That's right, because I was using ChatGPT to like come up with recipes. And so I would just do stupid recipes like, yeah, turtle pops. I was coming up with marketing ideas, right, for the new food product, turtles on a stick. Well, here's what I'm hoping. What I'm hoping is that AI video archaeology gets good enough, I can just point an AI at the AI Learning Lab channel. It'll go find all the good shit. So I figure within a year or so, we'll be able to do that. All right. Side Hustle Mimi's out of here. Good night, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. Thank you for hanging out. Let me go to show and tell. God, that Blanton's is good. Oh, yeah, this picture. I like turtles. 365 days later. Exactly. Oh, we're still here, baby. We're still here. All right. All right, listen, I'm going to get on out of here. This was really fun. Irregulars, thank you so much for my gifts. Those are amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I'm only halfway done with my slushie. That's really good. Whew. We have to get 36,500 hearts before you go. Okay, what are we at now? Oh, 35,800. Tap the hearty hearts. We can get this. We'll knock this shit out. 365. Come on, people. 3, 6, 5. Let's do this. 3, 6, 3, 1. Wait, 3, 6, 4, 5. Boom. 1 year. If you're new here and you're like, who the fuck are these people? Welcome. Follow my channel. Subscribe to the lives if you want to support it. Thank you, irregulars, so much. Thank you for anyone who just shows up. Even if you don't consider yourself an irregular, or you're like trying to figure out, well, how do I get in that club? Have you been here more than 3 times? Do you keep showing up? That's not normal. You're an irregular. So thank you, irregulars. Thank you, mods. Serena, thank you for... I don't know how you've arranged to get this shit here, but you do. And Champy didn't even bark, so that was some ninja shit going on. I should be scared. I told you this when I forget what it was, some event that you sent the Blantons. I forget what the event was. But I took the Blantons up and showed my boys, and I said, look what I got from my TikTok followers. And the first response from Zach was, they know where we live? Oh, man. All right, everybody. I'm out of here. All right, so who's in here tonight? Let's do some romper room magic mirror stuff. Laughing Thunder. Tobias, good to see you, sir. Firefly, love this channel. Thank you so much. Love having you here. Andrea, good to see you. Danielle, thank you as always. You're so kind. Joey. Lord Digital God. Silver Fox. Fantastic as always. AI Bob. Firefly. Genie in a Bottle. Steve-O, Archetypal Architect, Mr. Studio. Good to see you, Alan. What's happening? Wolfman Clint, thank you very much. Thank you for all that you do around here. Modding and supporting and just being cool. Brandon's in here, I'm pretty sure. Emilio's wife's in here. Corey Sandler Pottery, Otto. Apple User. Joker. Luna Stick. Boom. I love this community. Thank you for all you do. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Cindy Coon, good to see you. There's Brandon. All right, everybody. I'm going to get on skedaddling. So proud of you, Kyle. Thank you so much, Danielle. I appreciate it. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Does that mean anything? No. So I'll see you then. Trying to think if I had anything going on, if there was anything happening. I don't know. Probably this week. I feel like we're going to figure out what this ChatGPT-2 chatbot is. But maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a mystery. Maybe it's better it's a mystery. I feel like we need to take the month of May and just let shit go, because I have a feeling I have a feeling it's going to get intense again in about a month or two. So, one more thing under the Irregulars channel. All right, let me go check it out. Oh, wow. What's that? That's an... I'm all pasty. I'm all pasty and thick-necked. I was... My camera was too low. But yeah, look at that. That's the original list of all you needed to pay attention to be AI literate. ChatGPT, Bing, and Poe. And then prompts.chat and futurepedia.io. Wow. Yeah, now you have to do on this day video. Oh, that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. That's really funny. Awesome. All right, everyone. Have a really good night. Thank you so much again. And this is fun reminiscing. Thank you for reminding me of all the good shit we've done over the past year. Just amazing. All right. Peace out, everybody.